Good morning and welcome back to Dustinbed. Today I'm going to be doing the second episode of this Halloween spook season horror movie recommendations or whatever you want to call it. I didn't really watch a lot over the week because I've not been in the mood, I guess, and haven't had the time, a mixture of those two. But I did watch a few, so I'll talk about those here right now in the order that I watched them. So let's start with this. This is the ABCs of Death. And what do I want to say about this? It sucked. It was so bad that I shut it off. I got it for $2.50 at Big Lots, and I could have spent my money on something better, maybe like some cookies or something. I I don't really even know what to say about it. It's really inconsistent because, well, I guess it's consistently bad, but there are a couple pretty decent, what would you call them, letters or little short films or whatever. There's a couple good ones, but out of what I watched, most of them were ranging from boring to god awful. I do not recommend this. I would say there's plenty of better ways that you can spend your spooky season watching than watching this. There's not very many redeeming qualities. Like, it's not so bad that it's good. It might be fun if you're drinking or something, but there's better movies for that too. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't recommend it. There was a there was an or not an episode. There was a short film about a camera that couldn't focus, about a turd that came out of a toilet and it wouldn't flush. And this was animated, so it wasn't as gross, but a little turd nugget and it wouldn't flush no matter what they did. So, oh, what are we gonna do? That's horror, right? Horror is when poopies won't flush. And then they kill you basically because the lady dies at the end. Spoiler alert, not spoiler alert. Don't watch it. It's bad. Let's go to the next one. Ugh, I regret buying that. Hopefully I could sell it or something, or maybe I'll give it to somebody. I don't know. Next I watched Spider Baby. Spider Baby's a fun movie. I like Spider Baby. It's got Lon Chaney Jr. in it, and he's really good in it, actually. I mean, because toward the end of his career, he was doing kind of bad movies. But yeah, this movie's really solid, and it's got Sid Haig in it, rest in peace, and he plays like an adult baby, and that's fun. He does a good job at being a little baby. Uh, what is this movie about? I guess it's about what's the name of the family? Does it say on here? It begins with an M. Oh, I'm not seeing it. Anyway. Oh, Mary? The Mary family? I don't know. Everybody in the family but Lon Chaney has this thing where after a certain age they start regressing to, like, babies, I guess. Like, they regress in their mental state, and I guess they become crazy. And it's the whole family's afflicted, I guess. And yeah, so the two girls, they haven't been affected yet, from my understanding, but they're a little bit nutty. And Sid Haig's character was affected, and that's why he's a little baby, basically, is because he's regressed to a child. But yeah, the crux of the movie is that these people are coming into the house and they're trying to take the house away, and Lon Chaney's like, I'm not going to let you take this house away, and stuff occurs, and it's pretty good. It's like, it's like a B movie, but it's also got some, like, seriously really well done acting by Lon Chaney in this one particular scene toward the end. The whole, like, last 20-ish minutes is probably where the movie shines the most, in my opinion. But I don't know. I like it. And it was directed by Jack Hill, and he did. Uh, my favorite movie he did was Pit Stop. Maybe I'll do a review of that someday. But he also did Coffee and Foxy Brown, which I talked about in my Arrow video haul, Camp Arrow video, if you want to check that video out. Uh, but yeah, Jack Hill seems like he is. I don't know if he's still with us, but good director from what I've seen. And yeah, Spider Baby. I do recommend this one. Watch it. It's cool. And unfortunately, we're on to the last one already, but it's a big one. I'm sure you've seen this already if you've been watching any horror stuff, physical media. Anyway, Jason box set, Friday the 13th. Ooh. But I've seen pretty much all of these already except for I don't think I've seen Jason X, but the one that I'm specifically talking about today is Friday the 13th. I watched the first one again, and you know what? It's okay. Not great, not terrible. It's okay. It's pretty good. Why do I say that? You may be asking. You may be asking yourself, man, Friday the 13th, that's a great movie. Why would you say anything less than that? And I would say, oh, it's because it's really boring. And yeah, I mean, most of the movie is just people kind of hanging out, but not in a fun way. And you know what? That's okay. Because there is good stuff about it, and I'm going to talk about that because I don't want to be negative. What are the good things? The music. The music's good. It's like the glue that holds the franchise together, and it starts here, and it's awesome. And it's got that cha-cha-cha-ah-ah thing, you know? That's cool. That's unique, and that's one of the things that people talk about the most with the franchise, I'd say, is that sound effect. What else is good? Betsy Palmer in the movie. I had a conversation with somebody. Well, not a conversation. I saw somebody posted the very same thing that I thought after I watched the movie, right after they watched the movie, which was very interesting on Twitter. But anyway, they said that the movie becomes a completely different thing once Betsy Palmer gets into the picture, and I couldn't agree more because it goes from being like very mediocre to being like really awesome as soon as she shows up. Like she absolutely saves the movie from being like very mediocre. And thank God, because the later Fridays are a lot more fun, in my opinion. Or at least a good chunk of them are. That's the thing, is that this movie's not very fun, I don't think. But, I mean, not every movie has to be fun, but I want my Friday movies to be fun, and I guess I didn't get that here. It's, like I said, it's still not bad, but it's not my favorite. That's another thing. I'd like to do a Friday tier list instead of just reviewing this box set, but I think I will review the box set on Monday, or unbox it or whatever, you know. And what else is good? The ending. The ending is awesome. Should I spoil it? I guess. I don't think it really matters. Don't shut off the video if you haven't seen Friday the 13th. Like if you like this video. Anyway, when, oh, I forget her name right now, but when she's in the boat and it's got like a really good song playing and it's like sort of, it's easing you into leaving the theater or whatever, the movie ending, and it's just really chill and it's really nice and it's out of focus. There we go. And, you know, she's just chilling, and then all of a sudden, bang! Little Jason jumps out of the water and he attacks her, and it's like one of the only good jump scares ever, because it's actually like, I don't know, it's so classic, and it's, I don't know, I like it quite a bit, and I hate jump scares, but I like this one. But yeah, it's all a dream, or is it? It's ambiguous, I guess, but maybe it is a dream, because apparently in part 2 he's actually like teenage Jason or whatever he is in part 2. But yeah, it's got a good ending. One thing I hate about the movie is that I'm pretty sure that they killed a snake because that snake looked really alive, and then they struck it with a machete and it looked like it still kind of squirmed afterwards. If anybody can correct me in the comments, that'd be awesome. But I'm pretty sure they killed a snake, and I don't like that. I don't like animals dying for the sake of a movie. I think that's really lame, and I think that it ruins Cannibal Holocaust because I think that that movie is interesting, not great, but it's like Last House on the Left, where I did a review of that. Well, in the last one, if you haven't seen it, but it's another movie I wouldn't recommend because it's really nasty and like screwed up and all that, especially with the animal cruelty, and that pretty much ruins the movie for me. And I don't want to watch it because I don't want to see animals die. So, yeah, people dying, sure, I don't care because it's fake. Animals dying, no thanks because they actually do it. Rip that snake. I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about Friday the 13th. And that's all the movies that I watched this week. So hopefully next week I'll have more movies to talk about. I think I can do better than 3 because I'm going to watch one here in a second. And I'll tell you. Should I tell you? Nah, I'm not going to tell you. You can watch in the next episode if you want. But yeah, I think that's about it for this week. Be sure to check out next week's. Be sure to check out the one before this if you want to see that, if you haven't already. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like if you like this. Comment if you have anything you want to add to the discussion. These videos are just little videos, and the conversation continues in the comments if you'd like it to. I always reply to comments if I see them and I have something I want to add. And then yeah, just subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, because I make at least one video every week. So yeah, thanks for watching. Good night.